Hey kids, Stacy Hall here. I am bringing a message to you today that I heard on a podcast this morning, and man, so powerful. I've talked about it before, but for some reason, you know how it is. You can hear a similar message 100 times, and for some reason on the 101st time, it just hits you like a boulder between the eyeballs, and it just changes your thinking. So that's kind of what happened for me this morning. And the topic was money mindset. Now, we all kind of feel like, obviously, we would like to have more money. Everybody would like to have the freedom of, having more money than they know what to do with. We all probably have a little bit of room in our checking account if we move things around so we can put some more, right? So we would like to think that our money mindset is one of abundance. Sure, we want more. But our actions often indicate something totally different. And one of the key ways to find out how you really think about money is by observing your reaction to those who have it. So if somebody, drives up next to you at a stoplight and they're like in a beautiful killer Ferrari, I'm not a car person, but anyway, pick the car that's like, the best thing you can imagine. Somebody pulls up in that car. What's your first instinct? Like, is your first instinct to think, wow, cool, man, they must have worked really hard. One day I'm going to have a car like that. Or do you feel like kind of sick in your gut and you feel jealous and kind of a little bit angry even and think, man, they're probably doing all sorts of shady things to make their money. They're probably like stepping all over all kinds of people to climb the corporate ladder. So like, be honest with yourself. What is your initial instinct? If you see somebody in your field, and in our case in the home business field, who post something on Facebook about an achievement and they're super excited, they're super happy because something amazing happened in their business, what is your first instinct to that post? Do you think, oh, it's not fair, why is it happening to them or for them and it's not happening for me? Is that your first instinct? Because if it is, look, no judgment, because I've so been there. My gosh, I've so been there. No judgment, but you really need to get real with yourself if that's how you're reacting. Because if you feel that way at seeing someone else's success, you're all but guaranteeing you're never going to get a taste of that yourself. And here's why. You cannot attract that which you despise. That is so huge. You cannot attract that which you despise. If you hate people who are successful, you hate the fact that they're successful and you perceive yourself as not. If you hate money when somebody else has it, you're not going to have it for yourself either. Because you are telling your brain what to think about these things. How is the universe supposed to provide you with abundance if you malign it? It's not going to work in your favor. It's not going to help you go after something that you despise. It's a conflict of interest at a cellular level. You get it? This just hit me between the eyes today. And I've heard the message before, but today it just really struck me. I think I have a pretty good attitude towards money now, but once upon a time, I was that person who was like super jealous of anyone's success, like the most unevolved when it came to stuff like that. So it's okay if you're in that position, but you really need to think about that, because obviously you probably want to be successful just like everyone else. So if you are finding yourself constantly stuck, give it some thought. It might be exactly that point that needs working on. And another thing you can look at to see if maybe that is your issue is if you get to the point, if you're able to build relationships and provide information on your opportunity, your service, your product to people, but you are unable to ever ask for the sale. If you feel icky about it and uncomfortable and you just can't bring yourself to just ask for it, then there is some shame there associated to you having money. There's shame, because why else wouldn't you feel okay with asking for it? You deserve it. You're worthy. You should have abundance in your life. Why not? So where is that shame coming from? Try and trace it back and see why you're feeling that way. And then you can start to unravel it and watch how things just, it's like the domino tips and boom, awesomeness. I hope that provides value for you today. Shoot me a message. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And also head on over to my fan page, click the sign up button, get on my newsletter so I can continue sharing tips and tricks and strategies and cool stuff that I find that you're not getting here, they're getting it. So make sure you're on that list so that you're getting it too. Love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.